In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a guided meditation for triggering instant manifestation. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and then give you a process and a meditation that will allow you to do that faster than ever. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the mechanics of what is necessary to create what is called instant manifestation. And then also I'll be giving you at the end of this video a guided meditation that will help you to go through that process and to really start to embody the version of you that can create instant manifestation. So as you know in some of these videos, if you've been watching my videos, is that I now do a new type of format where I will explain some ideas and some ideologies that I think can change our life, very practical, and then go into a meditation that will wire all of this in and then help you to make learning more of an energetic type experience rather than it just being intellectual. So first off, what I want to do is I want to explain a little bit of the components that are necessary for instant manifestation so that when we go into the meditation, we're able to more easily understand why we're doing certain things and then also the intentions for us to come out of it and then to create for ourselves that greater gap of where we are to where we want to be. So the idea behind this and a lot of the info that I'm going to be sharing from this video is going to come from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who wrote the book called How to Break the Habit of Being Yourself. You Are the Placebo. He wrote the book called Becoming Supernatural. And this is about understanding our mechanics and our autopilot mind, because the way that we create our own reality is through our personality. So remember this, our personality creates our personal reality. So our personality is a combination of three things: what we think, what we do, and what we feel. And when we change these three things that are on autopilot, by the way, because we think that simply who we are is just the similar type experiences we've been in the past. We identify ourselves a certain way, and then what happens is we continue to play out the identity over and over again, thinking that we have to be consistent to it, because one of the strongest human desires there is to be consistent to the way that we define ourselves. So if something happens in the past, we say, oh, this is who I am. We continue to play that out over and over again because the mind likes familiarity. The mind likes familiar things. So what happens is the mind always goes back to what is comfortable. And because it always goes back to what is comfortable, it will continue to create the same thing over and over again. Now, something else that's been shown in science is that over 90% of the thoughts that we think day to day are repetitive, that we think on average over 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and that over 90% of those are recycled the day before. So to create instant manifestation, it is not possible from the paradigm of the autopilot thinking. So what we have to begin to do is to wake up from that autopilot thinking, and we have to be willing to do things that we haven't done before. We have to be willing to challenge the old self-image, because the old self-image will always create experiences consistent to what it has experienced before. Now, the way that Dr. Joe Dispenza explains it is that anything that we are repetitively doing, we will continue to create the same results. We do the same things, we get the same results. In order to create the miraculous, we have to do something completely outside of that bubble, that comfort zone, that familiar territory. And if we do something that's inconsistent to that, we get into the unknown. We have the known and then the unknown. We can think of it like the known and then the unknown, and there's a circle in there that's the known. If we remain in the known, we're always going to continue to create same experiences over and over again. However, if we start to do things we haven't done before, they might seem scary because they're unknown. The mind likes to stay in familiarness. What happens is what we do is we start to do things that are unknown. We expand our self-image. We expand our realm of what we are capable of. And by expanding our realm of what we are capable of, we step into the unknown. And in the unknown is where miracles can happen, because what happens is then there's not that expectation. Have you ever heard of beginner's luck? Many times people will have beginner's luck because when they go into doing something, they're not familiar with what kind of things they can expect to happen. And they'll have that lucky type experience. And then once they do it a couple times, they expect certain things to happen. So maybe they aren't that lucky going forward. It's a phenomenon that's been going on for a very long time. Now, the idea is that even sometimes when people train people in certain fields, sometimes they want people that have never done whatever field it is, because then they're more malleable, they're more trainable, and they're more likely to then have a different type of result from that versus somebody that's been doing it so long that they're rigid in their own thinking. We do not want to be rigid in our own thinking, and in order to trigger instant manifestation, what we must be willing to do is to get outside of the self-identity for the way we see ourselves. We must be willing to expand out of that by doing things outside of that known realm of comfort, by doing things we have never done before. Maybe this means that you go out to a yoga class that you've always been afraid of going to, but when you go there, you realize that you're actually very passionate about it, or you meet somebody that you're attracted to, and then you guys go on a date. Or there's a million different scenarios of how this could play out, but you doing something that you're a little bit afraid to do because it's not who you normally are, will then start to trigger the unknown things happening, the miraculous, because you are outside of that self-image. So this is the fundamental of the process. The fundamentals are, and I'm going to give you a formula here in a minute as well that I think is very powerful, but the fundamental of the process is you must be willing to try new things and set the intention to try new things so that when you go into life, you are able to step into that unknown, the unfamiliar. In the unfamiliar is where the very powerful expansion of who you are will live. And that's the kind of person that you really want to be. That you want to be so confident in yourself that even in uncomfortable situations, you make it through and you feel accomplished because you're not doing the same things over and over again. I would say insofar as you are not really living if you are doing the same things over and over again and you aren't pushing yourself to do things that are a little bit scary or that challenge your belief system or that challenge even the self-identity for the way you see yourself. So even just setting the intention to do things you haven't done before, set the intention to do that. Set the intention also for certain things to happen. So whether it's you wanting to meet someone and get into a relationship, set the intention that you go out and you talk to somebody, or set the intention that you meet somebody when you're out. If you start set intentions, you align up yourself with those probabilities, you increase those probabilities, and then what you do is you do things outside of that comfort zone and you open up into the unknown, and in the unknown is where things can really come to you. So, I know I just kind of spewed all that out there. I think that that's some of the most potent information that I've given in an 8-minute type session here. But what I want to do now is explain the little formula, and then we're going to go into the actual meditation. So the formula is a combination of a couple things. One, it is in an elevated emotion. So the idea is that whatever you want to experience in your life, whatever miracle, instant manifestation, think of what that is and break it down into an emotion. If you want money, you may want freedom. You may want security. If you want connection with someone else and you want to be in a relationship, you might want to feel compassion, connection. If it's a majority of different things, you can break anything down into an emotion. And as you see what emotion it is, you can then realize that the more you focus on things in your current life, like the current way you're living, that already embody those emotions, you're going to be growing that energy within you. So it's the elevated emotion, and let me put a caveat here because we're going to be doing it in the meditation, is you using the electromagnetic energy of the heart is the best kept secret from the whole LOA community. And I know some people talk about it, but it's really underemphasized. The electromagnetic energy of the heart is thousands of times more powerful than the head, and more powerful than just the intellectual ideas. It's the embodiment, and that's why we're doing meditations. Because when we increase the energy of our heart in the direction of what we want to experience, it's a very powerful energy. The head creates from duality, left brain, right brain, good, bad, light, dark. But when we create from the heart, it's a singular point of focus, and it's connected to what we're passionate about, and it's something that's much more potent energy. So we have this right here. It's the elevated emotion. It's a connection to the heart. This right here is an intention. An intention. An intention is I intend to ... I intend to have more money in my life. I intend to see more opportunity in my life. I intend to meet someone special. I intend dot, dot, dot. That's what you want to think. So what is your instant manifestation you want to create in your life? We want to think about that now and combine those two things. Realize that what we're going to do in this meditation is combine that of the elevated emotion with the intention, and I'm going to help guide you through that. But then also focus right now on one situation of you breaking outside of the comfort zone of what's familiar for you, of you doing something that would help that thing come to fruition that's unknown, because in the unknown is where the miraculous can happen. So for example, you're like, my intention is to attract a relationship. Set the intention to attract a relationship. We're going to feel the elevated emotion of the compassion. And then what you want to do is you want to think of one action you can take, of doing one thing that you can go do, a scenario that would prove to you that you break outside of that self-image of you normally saying, I normally don't go talk to people. But then what you do is you imagine yourself going to a yoga class, like the analogy I was using earlier. And then what you do is you go to that yoga class and you push yourself to step outside the box and to talk to the people around you, or to see how you can break outside of that little bubble with the intention of meeting someone special. And what you do is you set yourself that intention. But you need to have a scenario in your mind of something you could do. If it's making more money, maybe it's you going out and presenting yourself to somebody that owns a business and something that you want to do as well. Maybe you could work for them or with them somehow, or collaborate. Maybe it's you reaching out to somebody on social media. Whatever it is, set that intention and realize that's outside your comfort zone. That's okay. You have to get outside of the known in order to trigger instant manifestation. There's the autopilot mind, and then there's really feeling alive. That's what I'm encouraging you to do. So right now, what I'm going to ask you to do is take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. And with every breath that we take, we're going to feel more and more relaxed. We're going to feel ourselves relaxing more and more. We're going to feel the energy in our heart. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to cue the music. Let's take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Feel your body relax more and more. Put your hands over your heart and begin to feel the energy inside of your heart. Because the energy in your heart is much more potent than that of the brain. And when you begin to feel more into the heart, you begin to grow the electromagnetic energy around your body. And as you do that, you increase the magnetic power that you have to create what you want in your life. So now let's take another deep breath in, deep breath out. And I encourage you that if you can, to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Feel your body relax more and more. Now put your awareness back in your heart again. I'm going to ask you now to imagine a ball of energy inside of your hands, inside of your heart. Ball of energy, any color that you like. And imagine this ball of energy in your heart spinning faster and faster. And as the ball spins faster and faster, you can feel the warmth in your heart increase more and more. And you can feel that as the warmth in your heart increases more and more, you are feeling more connected to the authentic part of who you are. Now, as the ball spins faster and faster, you can also feel your body relaxing more and more. Feel the energy around your eyelids. Relax. Feeling warm, feeling loose. Feel a wave of relaxation flow through your body, loosening up your muscles, allowing you to feel like you can really let go. I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. With every number I count, you're going to feel your body relax more and more, and you're going to feel that ball of energy in your heart, making you feel more warmth in your heart. You're going to feel that more and more. 5, feel that ball of energy spin faster and faster. 4, your body is feeling more and more relaxed. 3, feel your yourself letting go more and more. 2, feeling that warmth in your heart increase. 1. Now feel this energy around your whole body. You can feel how your energy has expanded now. You are now more connected to your heart center than ever before. Now imagine that you are in a specific scenario that to you would represent that you have manifested something amazing in your life. Whatever scenario this is, imagine it in detail and imagine it through your own eyes. Notice the environment. Notice how people respond to you. Notice your body language and how you feel. Around you and notice your environment, and imagine the colors becoming brighter and brighter. What kind of sounds do you hear? Imagine those sounds becoming louder and louder. Notice how this version of you carries yourself. Notice how confident this version of you feels. This version of you feels confident to try things that are uncertain, to do things that you have never done before, because this version of you knows that you can handle anything. Now, as this version of you, you are able to manifest things very quickly. So right now, put the intention into what you want to manifest. Set the intention that you experience what you want. Think, I intend ... What do you intend for? Put the awareness in your heart and notice that this version of you has a very powerful energy inside your heart, that you can feel it. And think of the emotion of what you want to manifest. Think of what emotion you would be feeling. Feel that inside of your heart. You can feel that emotion right now. Where is this emotion already in your life in some form? This version of you can feel emotions on demand, whenever you choose. So now, I'm going to count down from 5 to 1. And with every number I count down, you are going to feel more of this emotion inside of your heart. You're going to feel it increase and double in feeling with every number that I count. You will feel this emanate through your body, through your heart. It'll feel warm. It'll feel blissful. With every number I count, you will feel it more and more. 5, feel this emotion in your heart. Feel it expand. 4, getting warmer and warmer, feeling it with more energy. 3, feel this energetic volt through your heart, feeling very good. 2, feel this energy spinning faster and faster. 1, doubled in power. You can now feel this emotion throughout your whole body, and you know that this is who you are. This version of you knows that the way you manifest what you want is through the emotion in your heart and the intention. And that's what you have just now done. Now, as this version of you, ask, what is one thing that I can do that will allow me to expand what is familiar for me? What is one thing I can do that will get me into the unknown so that I can instantly trigger manifestation? And then wait for the answer. Set the intention that you do this thing that will get you out of your comfort zone, that'll expand your self-identity for the way you view yourself. Set the intention that you experience this within the next 2 days, that you feel called to. You're going to feel inspired to do something to get into the unknown so that you instantly manifest something miraculous. You will know, you will feel guided. Set the intention right now. Now understand that this new self-image is who you are. You are someone that is able to simply feel into your heart center and to set intention and then manifest what you want. That's a part of who you are. And this version of yourself that's confident in doing uncertain things, this is who you are now. Make the choice that this is who you are. Make the choice that throughout your day today, you are going to experience more of this confident version of you, and that this is going to solidify for you right now. Now what we are going to do is we're going to bring this self-image, this new version of you, back into our body. We're going to feel very present to the moment. I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and with every number that I count, you are going to feel yourself becoming more present, more alert. You're going to feel this self-image anchor into you, and you will be a totally new person, more confident than ever before, and you will also experience a new reflection before the end of the day today of this version of you. 5, feel yourself becoming more present to the moment. 4, feel the energy in your body, feel the energy in your heart. 3, wiggle your toes and start to realize where you are. 2, feeling more alert, more present. And then 1, feel yourself now. Open your eyes, feeling present to the moment, knowing that you are a completely new version of you and that you can experience what you want in your life simply with intention, emotion, and doing something a little bit outside of what you're used to. This is a formula that does work. This is something you have just shifted into, and now you will understand that you can embody this self-image because this is who you choose to be. So before you end the day today, before you end the day, you will notice something in your life that shows you that you have shifted, that you have changed. Be aware of that. Be open to that because it will show itself to you before the end of the day. So with that being said, something else I've done is I've created a free meditation that will help you to raise your vibrational set point so that you manifest from a much higher vibration. That's something in the top of the description box. It's absolutely free. You can download it. Recommend you listen to it for 21 days. This meditation is also something that you can listen to for 21 days, something you can put the intention of what you want to manifest in your life. And as you do that, you will increase the probability of you experiencing it more and more. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I will see you on the next video. Peace, much love, and namaste.